Good morning, everyone. Class 11, Subject Biology, Chapter 2, Topic Biological Classification. Their exercise. Yesterday, I have done two questions answer, and today we have start question number third. What is the nature of cell walls in diatoms? The cell wall of diatoms are called frustules. The cell wall is chiefly composed of cellulose impregnated with glass like silica. It is composed of two overlapping half or thicker that fit together like two parts of a soap box or petri dish. The upper half lid is called epitheca. The lower half is called hypotheca. The outer covering possesses very fine markings, pits, pores, and ridges. The siliceous frustules of diatoms do not decay easily. They pile up at the bottom of water reservoirs and form big heaps called diatomaceous earth. It may extend for several hundred meters in certain areas from where the same can be mined. Question number 4. Find out what do the terms algal bloom and red tide signify. The rapid increase in populations of algae and other phytoplanktons in the particular cyanobacteria in water bodies rich in organic matter is called algal bloom. The rapid increase in population of algae and other phytoplankton, in particular cyanobacteria in water bodies rich in organic matter, is called algal bloom. The density of the organism may be such that it may prevent light from passing to lower depth in the water body. Algal blooms are caused by an increase in level of nitrate, a mineral and essential for algal and bacterial growth. The source of increased nitrate may be from agricultural fertilizers which are leached into water system from the land or sewage effluent. Red tides are caused by a sudden, often toxic proliferations of marine phytoplankton, notably dinoflagellates that color the sea red, brown, or yellowish due to the high concentration of the photosynthetic accessories pigments. These phytoplanktonic blooms may be related to nutrients rich input from the land upwelling oceanic waters and are initiated by the activation of cyst-like forms laying on the seabed. You do it yourself. Question number 5. What are the characteristic features of euglenoids? Thank you. This biological classification is completed. The chapters and all exercise, and thank you so much.